All right, everybody, Zombie Solutions. I'll probably make this a quick video only because my battery's running out. I got about 15% left, but I should still be able to get a good amount. So, another firearm that I have. This is a Stag Arms AR-15, chambered in 5.56 223. When did I purchase this? I want to say I purchased this around the Annam Lanza Sandy Hook shooting. I want to say it was maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple months or maybe a month. I can't. I think it was actually that same month, actually, or maybe the next month. So everyone was talking about freaking banning AR-15s. So a really interesting story of how I purchased this. So immediately, you got Senator Feinstein. I think she's a senator. Well, anyway, she's in Cali and she's an idiot. So she started, hitting all these like recommendations to Congress, so on and so forth. I knew they weren't gonna never ban them, but at least during that time, I don't know what they're gonna do now. But who knows? They could start implementing stuff like they're doing in Cali. So when I started hearing and talking about that shenanigans, I said, you know what? Maybe it's time to pull a trigger on my first AR-15. I had never looked at these firearms, partly because I wasn't enthused by rifles. I love rifles now, so this is going to be one of many of my ARs in the future. So I only have one. So story is, I called probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 gun stores. And I even drove to about 5. Let me tell you, I was freaking driving like 50, 100 miles. It's ridiculous. They were, at that time, they were selling used AR-15s for $2,000. Can you believe that? These people were crazy. I drove to Charlotte, to Raleigh, different parts of Raleigh, different parts of Charlotte. It was just insane. So, probably my second day of looking for an AR, or maybe it was the second week. I don't know. I can't remember because I tried to pull the trigger on this really fast. I called one store in Raleigh, and I can't remember the store. I can probably, when I do upload some information, I'll actually put that on because I still have the original bill of sales and all that stuff, and they were awesome. Called one place in Raleigh, and I said, hey, do you guys got any AR-15s? And they said, yes, we got one. I said, well, what do you got? And he says, well, I have a Colt Magpul edition. Now, I didn't want all that tactical stuff on it. Now, you might call that irony because I have a lot of tactical stuff on it, but I wanted bare bones. I really did. And I didn't want a Colt because they were more expensive. So he was like, hey, I got a Colt Magpul, and it's in Desert Tan, I believe. And I said, well, how much is it? And he said, $1,200. I said, I'm on my way. I was like, can you hold it? And he was like, no, I can't hold it. I was like, I'm on my way. I hung up the phone quickly and I drove up there. Mind you, this is about 45 minutes away. So I'm speeding. I'm hitting all kind of Mach 1, Mach 2 speeds to get there because this was the least inexpensive place that I had called. And I had called people all the way in South Carolina to get this firearm. All your Walmarts were sold out. Or they took them off the shelves. All your local gun stores, if they did not have, they mostly didn't have new firearms, new ARs. They had used ones, and they were freaking selling them. Like I said, I went to one spot, and it was like a horrible AR, and it was like $2,000. So immediately I got there. So when I got there, I went in the store, and I saw one guy looking at the Colt AR-15. So I'm not gonna sit there in back of him and drool over it. I started walking around in the store, and I go to the other shelf immediately. It's like less than 30 seconds, and I walk over there. No one's standing over there, and I asked the guy. I said, "Hey, is that AR, that Stag Arms 15 new?" And he said, "Yes." I was like, "All right, I want it." I was like, "Let's do the sale right now." And it was classic because there was a sheriff that walked behind me like maybe 6 seconds, and he was like, "Yeah, I was gonna get that." I was like, "Yep. Well, you ain't gonna get it today, brother." So that was awesome because I actually thought the guys in the shop were going to kind of be, around that time, I thought they were going to be kind of, dicks, really. And I thought he was going to actually give it to the sheriff because he was right there. But I was first at the counter. So kudos to those guys. And guess what? The price was $998. That I believe it's $1,000. So for me to get an AR during that time for $1,000, and the good thing about this was that when I was looking at the AR-15s online, and I was looking at either Colt or Stag Arms, those are going to be my dream ones because Stag Arm makes a phenomenal AR-15, and it will go up against any Colt in a day. When you talk about Bushmasters and some of these other ones that they're, high production rifles, they're not that good. They don't have the barrel. They don't have a good barrel. The manufacturing process, they're not tight to spec. The reason why people like Colts is because their specifications are very tight. Well, guess what? Stag Arm does it exactly the same. Some may argue better, but I love them. So pulled the trigger on that. So the gun was completely stock rail system. Nothing. It's a carrying handle, regular butt stock was on it, and then a different type of flash suppressant, flash hider, whatever you want to call them. That was on that. Okay, so that was then. So this is what I currently have, and I have changed this AR around. This is probably my 5th version of this AR. And I have some videos on the channel. You guys can see where I started at, and now where this firearm has ended. And I'm probably not going to do anything else to it. Before I'll probably purchase another AR before I do anything else to this one. All right, so let me kind of walk you through what I have. Brownell's fake suppressant. I don't really like suppressors, so this was awesome. About 40 to 50 bucks off of Brownell's. Makes my barrel doesn't make it shorter, but it doesn't have that little extension out. So it's not modified to where it's too short or anything like that. These are completely legal, and essentially all it does is just replace your flash hider. All right, next Magpul light holder, which is awesome. Magpul light holder. I got 10% left on this battery. Let's see if we can finish all this up. Magpul light holder. I believe this is a. I don't know the name of this flashlight. Something core. Anyway, it took the longest time to find this on Amazon because the Magpul light holder only holds a certain specific type diameter of flashlights. So this took me about a month to get. But once I got it, I pulled the trigger on it. I changed the rail. This is the Magpul handguard. This is the foregrip, MOE foregrip, so MOE handguard, which I think makes the firearm look awesome. Lucid HD7 scope. If you guys can see that, Lucid HD7 scope. It's a red dot scope. It has four different, either 4 or 5 different reticles on it. By far the best scope for the money. I think that scope's about, I think it was $200 or $300, one of them. This is just a backup site. Let's see if you guys can get a look at that. It's a backup site. It looks like Troy Industries, but it's not. Got it off of Amazon. It's steel frame, and it cost me about $20. It was just a phenomenal deal. What else do I have on this firearm? And the firearm is clear, by the way. This is it's a different, it's a Fab Defense stock. It actually moves all these positions. Awesome. One of the best looking stocks that I've seen. Mayat grip, Magpul. Good thing about it is if you can, I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but anyway, it's got 3 bullets in that part, which is awesome. So if you ever run out of ammo, then you have that. Zombie Solutions dust cover. You guys can see that. Colored in fire and safe buttons. Awesome. What else do I have on here? Oh, different charging handle. Different charging handle here. So it looks, it's a little larger. Not too big though, pronounced. What else do I have? Magpul, Magpul Maya grip here, which is awesome. This is a different safety switch. I can't remember the company, but it looks a lot different and it actually feels pretty good. Also, the change in the trigger guard, so that way you can actually shoot with gloves on. I think that's it, you know. And I obviously colored some color in here. Oh, I'm sorry. Mag release, Zombie Hunter. This thing is awesome. Sorry, Zombie Outbreak Response Team. So I put that in as well, and I did all this work myself. It's not that hard to do. So if you have an AR, just fool around with it. These are, let me put that down. Hex mags. And this is a Magpul Ranger plate. They don't go on here very tight. It's somewhat secure, but I don't shoot with them. But I think it looks nice because it's a hex bag, and I like these better than Magpuls, and they're around the same price. So, so those are the upgrades I have on this firearm. And that's it. Yep. I didn't upgrade the trigger. Oh, so on the other side of the Spikes Tactical, well, actually, it's the Brownells. I got it from Brownells, but it's actually, see that? I think you guys can see that. Spikes Tactical. That's the fake can, so it's pretty cool. I wish it was all blank, but whatever. So, you know, really neat firearm. Let me kind of try to move that so you can see that. Yeah. So that's kind of the story of the AR-15. My next one probably will be a Colt Magpul edition, just because I always want to go with different brands. But I'm not going to purchase another AR for a while. Just not. Yeah. So I probably have. Well, if the gun was about 1,000, a little over 1,000, I probably have 3, 4, probably got 5, a little over 5 in it so far with this setup. But it's worth it. So if you want an AR, check out Stag Arms. One of the best AR-15s that I shot. Any question, please post them below. Please comment, and also please subscribe. I'm going to try to come with a lot more videos in the future. I do check the channel often, but it's become a little stagnant. And that's just because I haven't been active on the channel, and I want to get a little more active in it because I'm definitely going to make a couple purchases in the future. I want to show those. So I got one more firearm, well, 2 more firearms I'm going to review. And one is an XDS, and the other one is my modified Remington 700 chambered in .308. So stay tuned for that.